In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to create routes for yourself to get more yards. Usually what we do when we play Madden 23 is I have a short route game, you know, plays that I can throw quick, like out routes, hitch routes, stuff like that, drags, maybe some slants. It just depends on the situation, what we're doing. However, if you're looking for more yards, I'll show you guys how to set up some plays and some that are pretty much damn near unstoppable. Your opponent is going to have to make adjustments to stop them. Before we get into it, make sure you guys drop a like on today's video, subscribe, become members. Full schemes are in the members area. Now, as far as personnel, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now, but you can make key changes. Like right here, we can go ahead and take Fournette out. We can put White because he's faster. Everybody else, I'm just going to leave the same. Okay. Now, I'm going to come out in the tight Y off weak, but you can do this within any formation that has a similar setup. So like tight flex, things like that, tight offset, tight end, you can do this as well. And I guess I'll come out with a play that has a man beating route. So like wide receiver under, and then let's just try cover 4 drop for now, just to show you guys, because quarters play deeper routes better, but I'll show you what you need to do. Okay. So what we have here is simple route designs, not really ideal to beat cover 4. But what we want to do is we want to open this up on both ends of the field. So if you guys remember how players run tight flex and PA cross, right? We're going to kind of set that same thing up. So what we want to do is we need to have 2 clear outs on the field. Luckily in this formation, we can move our tight end out and streak him. And then on the X side, since we're on the short side of the field, we can go ahead and streak X. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take B, put him on a post. Since we have the hot route master ability, we can drop a post on this side. And then on the Y route, which is gauge, we could drop a post on the other side. Okay, so it looks like this. This is going to be your first setup. And the reason we're running it this way is because the streaks are going to clear out quarters to open up these posts on the left and right side of the field. Typically what happens is the user has to pick and choose. And if they don't set their zone adjustments or their zone drops right, these posts get open in the backfield. Let me show you what I mean. Now, another thing that's very important is pocket presence. So like you have to know to step up into the pocket and just play the pocket, as because you can't run with Brady. You guys know that already, right? So we're gonna snap the ball here. We'll step up in the pocket right here. Remember, pocket presence, and then we can highball this over here to B, because Brady has the THP abilities, so I can complete those on the high ball. So let me just show you guys in instant replay what's happening right here to help us. So we have the clear out here, which forces the quarter to respect it, right? You'll see that this guy has to follow. Remember, we set the post over here on this side, which means he'll get behind the curl flats. He's wide open. However, on this side, we have the same situation. Both routes being open. I'm going to run the same exact setup. Okay. We'll motion this guy out. We'll streak him. We'll streak X, drop a post on B and Y. Make sure our running back's blocked. Put B on a post. And this time you'll see that the Y route will be open. As long as we have the pocket, we throw this here. We can throw it regular and he's open. Again, it's the same situation. Now, if you feel like the post isn't enough, you can change these guys to a cross. However, the development on a cross is a little bit harder. So we want to take B, push up on the D-pad for cross, right? And then we can streak X, and then we can put Y on a post. So kind of the same thing. And just remember, I feel like posts are a little bit better because they cut better. The crossers, and if it's a 3-man pass rush, we do have the time. But like I said, in some situations, you won't. But he has the lead to go up the field. Gets more yards, obviously. But like I said, I like the developing of the the post more than I do the cross. All right, so once you do that, right, you can open that up if you want. You can start hitting them with a flood concept. So the way I would run against quarters, like cover 4 quarters, cover 4 drop, is I will take X, put him on a streak. You see that we have a corner route on the left side. You have to be careful because in some situations the corner route is going to take too long to develop. And then we can take RB and then put him on a table like this, and then we can just do what we want. We can block the tight end, and we'll have a I guess, well, who do we have? We have 6-man blocking right here. So you have a flood concept, should have a clear out with X. We should have a clear out. And then that just opens up Y right here. And then you want to try to catch it, or try your best catching an inbounds. However, what I would recommend is if you do have hot route master, just put your own corner route out there. Okay. Shortens it up a little bit. And then you have everything here. Don't forget your table route gets open immediately, you know, in these cover 4, especially in match, cover 3 match, cover 4 quarters. Those types of defenses that match, they won't match to him properly or fast enough, so you can actually cook. So remember, we got a little flood concept going this way. We have our own corner route, wait for the clear out, throw it to X. Now, one thing that I do find successful is I pass lead up into that. Now you don't want to run it to the right unless you move your tight end out, because the quarters will play the corner routes. So be careful. All right. Here you could run a corner route. We can go ahead and just run a drag. So it's kind of like a flood concept, but not really. We can do whatever we want with X. So you can run it this way and just wait and see what happens. The clear out should take place. And then we have B over here. Boom. We just need a little bit of separation. That's all we really need. We don't need too much. Now, another thing that you can do is you can utilize your running back, okay, on the wheel route. So if we want to send him left, we want to make sure that Y goes on a streak and then X goes on an out route, okay? Let's get A out of the equation as well. We want it to look like this on the left side. This route setup right here is going to work wonders for you guys. And let me show you what I mean. So we come this way, we can hit inside right here in an open pocket. Now this is going to work against cover 3. It's going to work against cover 4. It struggles because of vertical hooks against cover 2. So in cover 2, you don't really want to run this setup. Let me just show you what I mean, because I feel like it's important for you guys to see its weakness. However, in some situations, man, it just depends. It just depends on the coverage. It could be cover 2 invert, kind of plays the same like this. Let me show you. Let's get A out of the equation. Here. Now, I'm not saying you can't wait for him to get open, but remember, you got the cloud flats. That was a hard flat. That was a cover 2 hard flat, but you have the cloud flats that will play back, so be careful. Let's see how this one plays against it. This is cover 2. Get A out of the equation. Let's wait. This is what I mean right here. You'll have to actually wait over here to hit it against cover 2 defense, which is very doable. However, if you're coming against cover 2, I would recommend you try to do like angle routes and stuff like that, just to see if you can get away with it. Right here. Here's why. Let me show you guys why. In cover 2, these yellows back up immediately. You have the mid read that takes off down the middle of the field and the vertical hooks who are playing vertical routes. So don't forget that underneath with your running back is going to be key against these. I don't know why I didn't move Evans, but you'll see that underneath against cover 2 yellows is when you want to attack. Remember, if they're not playing the hard flats, you can even run the mesh concept. So we can go ahead, block the running back, streak BX, dual drags this way, right? And then we just hit underneath and we just go up the field. They want to keep running cover 2. They don't want to make those zone adjustments. They're going to have to actually go into their coaching adjustments and change it. You know what I mean? But back to what we were talking about. We have this wheel route that's kind of like cover 3 with the cover 2 invert. So be careful, right? You can still get over here, but you need a little bit more time to throw that. So I just wanted to share this play with you guys. Well, actually, it's not even the play. You could, like I said, you could do this within any formation. It's just I find it really good out of this one from the Vikings offensive playbook. If you stuck around this long and you want to just blend it all in like that together, man, it's very easy to run an offense with Hot Route Master just because of the different things that you can do. And then you have the THP ability on Brady, which he completes high balls. So you should have a problem even against man defense. You know what I mean? Drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.